Alright, guys, we are going to be reacting to why German tools are taking over American job sites. I didn't know that was something that was happening, so we're going to see what's going on here. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Let's jump in.
10 years ago, if you opened a mechanic's toolbox in any American shop, you would find Craftsman, Klein, and maybe some channel lock.
Yep, I remember that.
Today, walk into that same shop. Half the pliers are Knipex. The screwdrivers are Wera. The track saw on the bench says Festool. German tools are replacing American staples on job sites across the country, and the speed of this shift has caught the entire industry off guard. We are not talking about weekend hobbyists buying fancy pliers for their garage workshop. We are talking about full-time electricians, mechanics, and contractors choosing German steel over American steel for the tools they depend on every single day. If you want to see which brands are winning and losing this fight every week, subscribe to this channel. We track the tools that actually survive job site abuse. Knipex started forging pliers in Wuppertal, Germany in 1882. For most of that history, American tradesmen never heard the name. The company shipped to over 100 countries, but the United States was a small piece of that puzzle. Then something changed around 2015. Electricians started posting Knipex Cobra pliers on forums and job site photos. Mechanics discovered the pliers wrench could replace an entire set of adjustable wrenches with one forged tool. Word spread fast. By 2026, Knipex Tools LP, the North American arm of the company, hit $45.9 million in annual revenue.
Wow.
That number has been climbing every single year, and the growth shows no sign of slowing down. The global hand tool market tells a bigger story. North America alone generated $4.3 billion in hand tool sales in 2025. Wrenches hold the largest segment at 33.9% of total market share. Online sales now account for 57.7% of all hand tool purchases. That last number matters because it stripped away the old distribution advantage that American brands held for decades. You used to buy Klein because your local supply house stocked Klein. Now you order Knipex from your phone while sitting in your truck at the job site.
That's a good point.
Wera followed a similar path into American toolboxes. Their screwdrivers use a laser tip finish that bites into screw heads without slipping. Their Zyklop ratchet has a fine-tooth mechanism with 80 teeth, giving it a 4.5-degree return angle. Compare that to a standard American ratchet at 15 degrees. In tight spaces behind an electrical panel or under a dashboard, that difference changes everything. You can actually turn a bolt where before your wrench just clicked uselessly. Wera also color codes their driver sets by fastener type, so you grab the right bit without squinting at tiny numbers stamped into steel.
And that makes so much difference, guys. You don't have to just go back to your toolbox and figure out what's the measurement of some of these tools. With a simple color, it's just a quick shortcut.
Festool sits at the top of the price ladder. A Festool domino jointer costs around $1,279. A Festool track saw runs over $700 with the rail. Those prices make American contractors choke. But cabinet shops and finish carpenters keep buying them because the dust collection actually works. The cuts are dead straight, and the tools last through years of daily use on the job site. Festool owners tend to stay. Festool owners. The company understood something about the American workshop market that domestic brands missed entirely. Professionals will pay more for a tool that saves them time and cleanup every single day. The math works out when you stop replacing cheap tools every 18 months. So why did this takeover happen? 3 reasons stand out. First, German manufacturing never chased the bottom. While American tool companies moved production overseas to cut costs, German forging operations stayed in Germany. Knipex still makes every plier in their Wuppertal factory using their own proprietary steel alloys. That decision cost more per unit, but it preserved quality control at every step of the forging process. You can feel the difference the moment you squeeze a pair of Knipex pliers next to a pair of imported competitors on a workbench. Second, German engineering solved real problems that American brands ignored. The Knipex pliers. Wrench grips flat surfaces without marring chrome fittings. No American plier did that before. The
Good
Wera
point.
Joker wrench has a holding function that keeps the bolt in place, so a mechanic can work with one hand in a tight engine bay. These are not gimmicks. They are direct answers to frustrations that every mechanic and electrician deals with daily on the job site. Someone in Germany actually watched tradesmen work and design tools around what they saw. Third, the internet destroyed brand loyalty built on limited access.
And this right here not only happens in you know in tools, right? But everything. Now companies have to really compete for consumers. Before it was kind of the other way around. But now they have to really just drive those prices down, man.
The old model worked like this. American supply houses carried American brands. You bought what was on the shelf at your local tool shop.
Yep.
German tools had almost zero retail presence in the United States, but YouTube reviews and online retail changed the game overnight. A plumber in Ohio could watch a German electrician use Knipex Cobras in a video, order a pair from an online retailer, and have them in his toolbox by Friday. The global hand tool market is projected to reach $33.6 billion by 2036, growing at 5.9% annually. German brands are positioned to take a larger and larger slice of that growth because they already won the online reputation battle.
Yep, that's important.
American tool companies are not standing still. DeWalt and Milwaukee dominate the cordless drill and impact driver market. Klein still makes excellent electrical meters and wire strippers that fill every electrician's tool bag. But in the hand tool space, the forged steel pliers and precision screwdriver categories, German engineering has taken the lead on American job sites. The real question for American brands is whether they can compete on quality instead of just shelf placement. Craftsmen try to come back through retail shelves, but tradesmen notice the difference between old craftsman forging and new craftsman production. The steel felt different in your hand. The finish was not the same on the workshop bench. You cannot fake decades of forging expertise with a marketing budget. German tools are not taking over because of clever branding. They are taking over because a Knipex plier in your hand feels like it was made by someone who uses pliers for a living. That feeling sells more tools than any advertisement on a job site billboard ever could. If this breakdown saved you time picking your next set of pliers or...
Yeah, the good video. I mean, we understand that from what I notice in a lot of these videos is that Germans are very good at niche focus. They know how to focus into a niche. So this is a good example. It's like they identify the niche. They know, they can create great tools. Now they go to a sub niche. How we cannot make good tools? How can we make them efficient? So they're going to the next layer. And that's what makes them good and what they do. So I'm not surprised that they're basically taking over the American market. Not surprised. Let me know what you guys think, guys. I will see you in the next one.